I had a dream I wanted to own a ranch, like a cowboy ranch, you know, with cows and horses and everything, right? And so I always wanted that ever since I was a little boy, and I wrote that down as part of my goals a long time ago. And after I started becoming successful in New Skin, and we had some countries open and things were going well, I went ranch shopping. And I did that for about a year. I didn't even work the business. I just was looking at ranches every day all over the place. And so I finally found a place that I wanted, and this is the entrance gate to the ranch. And that's one tree that was over 100 feet tall. We cut it down off the ranch and drug it down the road, and we built this little entryway out of it. And this is one of my daughters and a friend, and they've all got their own horses. And they are just drinking out of the river that runs right through the front of the ranch there. And this is a little ranch house on the property, and this is a nice little pond with really nice fish in it. We planted them in there, and we feed them. They get really big. Okay, so you can walk out the front door and just throw your fishing line in right there. Okay, this is another lake on the ranch, and this is a friend of mine who's doing what we call float tubing. It's just a pontoon thing that you can sit in with your waders, and you can just float out there and fish, right? And he's doing that. And same friend, these are the four-wheelers that we buy. These are really fun. Have you ever done that? You can drive right up the sides of mountains. You can go all over the place on these four-wheelers. I mean, it's really fun. It's about the only way you can get all the way through the really rugged mountain terrain, you know, and go over logs and stuff and all those things, right? Now, this is a mountain on the back of the ranch, and this mountain is over 3,000 meters high, okay? And we own this mountain. We're able to buy it. And you can see another lake out here in the distance, and this is a friend of ours. And that's just kind of a shot of part of the ranch there. See that lake? Look over there. And these are some of our friends. This is my wife right here. There's one of those machines, see? We drove that machine clear up on top of that mountain. Isn't that amazing? It's really fun. And there's Nathan, Cowboy Nathan, right there. Remember that little house with that fishing pond in front of it that I showed you a moment ago? There it is, right there. Can you see it clear down there, those white fences? Clear down there, 5 miles down there. Let's see. Your island is 28 miles long and 15 miles wide, right? Is that right? Somebody told me that today. 28 miles long and 15 miles wide. Singapore, right? This ranch is 5 miles long and 3 miles wide. 6,500 acres. Isn't that amazing that one person can buy their own forest? That's incredible, isn't it? That wouldn't have happened without this business, you guys. This business has made it all possible. Okay? And you can do the same thing. Okay? This is another house on the ranch, and it's right on the river, and it's got beautiful trees, and we can sit there on the deck and look over the river and watch it roll along. It's really nice. This is another lake, and my kids love to canoe, so they get the canoe, like the Indians had, you know, the Indian canoe, and they just canoe out there, and the water is so clear you can just look all around you and see the fish everywhere swimming, because it's so pristine. There's no pollution at all. It comes right off the snowpack, just melts. The snow melts, comes right down, you know, right through. It's just beautiful. There they are, kind of looking and paddling. This is more of them. They're all on their horses. Took a little horse ride, thought they'd go, and we love riding horses. All my daughters have grown up kind of on the ranch, and we go there in the summers, and we go there, you know, in the winter sometimes. And I can't tell you how great it's been for our family. What a great set of experiences they'll never forget. And my two littlest daughters, I've got 4 daughters, my 2 littlest girls, 4 girls, no boys. They say that's all my fault. Okay, that's okay. I love my daughters. So these 4 girls we have, the oldest one was 8 years old when I bought the ranch in 1993, okay? And the youngest one was just 1 year old, just a baby. So she's never known a time we didn't have the ranch. She's always just gone to the ranch her whole life, right? And, you know, what a great legacy. You know, someday my daughters will have the ranch for their families and for their children, you know. I mean, what a great thing to do for your family. So those kids can have those memories and those experiences, those grandkids. And I look forward to having a blast with all my grandkids someday at the ranch and teaching them how to ride horses and fish and, you know, learn how to live in the mountains and be careful because there are bears and mountain lions and stuff, you know. And so it's amazing when you can see those wild animals. right? It's a great thing. This is another friend. He's just hanging out. This is my oldest daughter, Jessica. She just finished her first year at college at Brigham Young University in Utah. And she's riding bareback, just like the Indians used to. Sometimes we won't even put the saddle on. We just jump on them bareback just to see if we can stay on. All right? This is a strange picture. I never saw 3 horses pee all at once. So I decided to take a picture, you know. And this is my second daughter, Jenny. This is my third daughter, Rebecca, and that's my little baby, Elizabeth. And there's a friend right there. Okay? This is my wife, and that's another friend right there. This is the ranch in the winter. Isn't that amazing? We were up there this winter, and this snowstorm came in, and it snowed for almost a day and a half straight. And it dropped 3 feet of snow, about a meter of snow on us, and we couldn't get out. We had to wait for another day to dig out, take our tractors and get back to the highway. It was really fun to be snowed in, right? Because we have these machines. Have you ever been on snowmobiles? They're really fun. I mean, it's like you're floating on a cloud. You go out on all this snow, and it's like it's like you're on a cloud, like you're in the air, and you're just flying along. You can go even 50, 60 miles an hour. I mean, it's really a blast, something you really ought to do. Now, my sponsor, who recruited me on the phone that night, that told me I was riding a bicycle and he was in a Ferrari, he's got some really nice properties. He's got about 7 houses in America, and this is one of them. This is a big old replica by a lake of a monster coming out. These are totem poles that Native American Indians would carve in the old days, and he's got a lake there. And this is actually a bedroom that he put in an old boat so you can sleep on that. And this is the main house. This is 1,000 acres on the ocean, the Pacific Ocean, in the state of Washington. It has 1,000 acres, over a mile of the Pacific Ocean beachfront. This is another one of his homes in Hawaii, right in Oahu. This is on the Pacific. And what a great place to go relax. Nice pool and, you know, just a great relaxing area. And that's the view out of the back of the ocean. You know, in our family, it's kind of strange because we don't really go to resorts to vacation, because in our family we have nicer places than all the resorts. So we just kind of go to our own family properties all over the whole United States and enjoy them. And you know, there's more to life than just having properties and enjoying them. And there's lots of other things we like to do, okay? There's lots of things we like to get involved in. And someday I'll show you some pictures of some of those things. But not this Christmas, but the last Christmas, we took all of our girls to Bolivia. And we worked in cerebral palsy centers. We worked in building schools in Bolivia, because we said to our kids, you guys have everything that every kid could ever want. You know, there's no use in buying more Christmas presents. Why don't we take all the money that we would spend on Christmas, and let's take Christmas down to these children in Bolivia. And so we did that one Christmas, because we want to do those things. You know, there's a lot of need out there in the world, right? You know, the day will come when you've got enough and you feel very secure about yourself. And along the way, what you want to do is be giving back, okay? And I just want to ask for your help. You know, this world is becoming a more sick place all the time. And people's health is getting worse all the time. And people are eating worse diets all the time. And what we have is a way to change some things. Literally, is there anything better you can do than give people another 10 good years of their life? Another 15 good years? Can you think of any greater gift that you could give to someone? That is what you can do with Pharmanex, okay? And it takes all of us to do it. Okay, we're going to change the world one person at a time. You change, and then you can help change other people. And you can help save other people, okay? It's really important to do that. I want to thank you for your attention. You've been a great crowd. Good luck to you in all you're doing. We'll see you. Good night.